Well, good morning, everybody. I think we are on the live stream as well as being here. So I appreciate each and every one of you coming in today and those joining us from home for logging in and joining us for our October Super Stitch Social. We have a lot of fun things this month to go over with you. I'm excited about some of it. All of it. No. I'm excited about all of it, but I'm really, really excited about some of the other parts. So, as you've noticed, those who have walked in, you should have received your tickets for the entries. Does anybody not have your little entry coupon? It looks good. All right, for those joining us from home, today our keyword is going to be BOO. BOO, and those at home can type that in for your entry for our prizes. We have some really fun prizes to give you guys today that Darlene has contributed to making for us. So we're just going to do a quick review of what we did in September. We had the one-stop shop hop at Chautauqua, and I know we hit on that at the last social because we did the social right on the heels of that. But it was a lot of fun. A lot of people came through. And what else have we done that's kept us busy this month? Oh, trying to come on in. No, you're good. I'm going to hand you this as you walk through. You're welcome. We've got a couple more. They're going back there. Ellen, if you can help do the tickets for those who have just come in. Here's one more chair. And there's the chair here. There's a couple more over there. Welcome, as we have a few more people coming in. Thank you for joining us. So our month of August was extremely busy with our anniversary sale and then with the Chautauqua one-stop shop hop that we realized Ellen's going to grab them. There's a couple in the back too. We realized we were low on everything. So we have spent much of September busily receiving orders. We are fully stocked again with our batting, Quilter Select rulers, stabilizers, our threads. So anything that you may have stopped in that we were out of, it is back. So additionally, another big delivery that we received, and we're really excited about this, is from Northcott, I'm jumping ahead of myself, aren't I? Previously Loved Machines, we received a lot of trade-ins with some new machine sales. So our Previously Loved table is full to the brim. So if anybody is looking for something else, including an M7, and we have a 15,000, a 12,000, an 8,900, a 7,700. We have a 350E, an S5, and a couple other brands. So we have a lot of really great machines on the Previously Loved table. It's all right. We just had a little tray fall down. Everybody's awake. Adrenaline flowing. All right. Welcome. So this is what I'm excited about. Stonehenge Gradations from Northcott. It's a line of blenders. They are absolutely beautiful. One is prettier than the next. We got 16 bolts of different Stonehenge gradations. And so to that end, as you notice those in store when you walked in today, you did not receive a fat quarter. The fat quarters today are all out of that gradations line. So if we can take one and pass.
Thank you.
So they are absolutely gorgeous blenders. We have a pattern in to make a placemat and runner. We'll be going over that in a little more detail in a little bit. We also have a pattern on order for the Exploding Heart, and Darlene said that she would teach that class. So once we get the patterns in, we'll get that on the calendar. It is made with this fat quarter packet, and these colors are just beautiful. Yes, they are just beautiful. So watch for that. And then for our vacuums, just kind of wanted to hit on a little bit with our vacuum department. We have a lot of different models to choose from. See Eddie if there's anything that you need vacuum wise. He received in this Pink Ribbon Good Edition vacuum by Ricard, and we have that up here. And they are going to do a donation for any purchases of that vacuum directly to Pink Ribbon Good. In addition, if anybody buys that particular pink one in light of October and Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we will be making a donation from the store to Powerful Pink Warriors, which is here locally as well. So we do have that. And then also, while we're on the pink subject in October, we have a lot of various pink inventory, and we are doing 20% off all month long on any of the pink. So we have fabric, we have it by the yard, we have fat quarters that are pink ribbon, we have a 6x6 Quilter Select ruler in pink. Quilter Select also has a pink 14x14 cutting mat to offer for us. We also have from Janome some bobbins that are pink in the case, which are a really nice little set. And then Floriani has two different thread assortments. It's 15 spools. No two are alike. They're all various shades of pinks. And it's only $32.99 for the set of 15. And we have an assortment one, which has 15. And then there's assortment 2, which is a whole separate set of 15 different pink threads. So come see us for any of that. And then we've got a ton of classes. Are you guys enjoying the classes? A lot of you have been attending them. Maybe, yeah. Good, because there's a lot, a lot on the calendar. Hoop Sisters are doing a couple of their virtual sew-alongs that they're leading. They just started beginning of this week with the Town and Country sew-along. It'll be every Monday. So they have 1 week down, 3 more to go. And then next week on the 8th and 9th of October, they will be doing their poinsettia. The poinsettia pattern is one that's a digital download that we have available on our website at superstitch.com, or we can give it to you here in store on a USB if you have your USB with you, or we can get you a USB for that. So that poinsettia is a really pretty one for Christmas, and that'll be online with Hoop Sisters. Next up, we have, let's see. Posting the links. Oh, yep. Ian's getting the links posted for the downloads. Okay, From the Heart. Month 1 is done and behind us. Month 2 is going to be starting up here next week on Wednesday. And we have here the Beehive and the month 1 block done. Several of you are already registered for that. We did order some more patterns. Steve will be cutting some more of the laser cut shapes if anybody still wants to join in and catch up. And there's the video available if you join in. So we do have that block of the month. Let us know if you want to join in for that one. And then next. Okay. For Hoop Sisters, there's Spooky Cute, which we have here that Ellen has put together. We will be doing an in-store workshop led by Ann here at the store. That'll be on Wednesday, the 16th of October. And we do have fabric kits available for that, whether you want to do the workshop in store or do it on your own. Ellen has put together some kits for those. So we have that coming up. And then the vanilla sweater, Darlene's so graciously modeling on the slide that Ellen made. Ellen will be leading the group through that, starting off with class number 1 on Thursday, the 17th of October. And that's a knit sweater. Yep, Anne's going to get the link posted for that. We appreciate everybody's patience as we're working through the technology of doing the live stream simultaneous to being here in store. And then So Steady. So Steady has their embroidery, which they've had out for a little bit. It's where your ruler work meets your embroidery machine. And we are doing a launch party for the embroidery on Friday, the 18th of October. Also, in light of their launch, we have a special this month with the purchase of any new embroidery machine. There's a free, and it's hard to see on the slide, but one of So Steady's acrylic extension tables that you will get for free, as well as one of their collections. And we have both the Starry Nights and the starter sampler, where you get the lookbook and the USB with all of those ruler work looking embroidery design files. And I do have laminated copies that we can pass around so that you can see a little bit of what's included in that. And then we have a short video to play for you guys, just to learn more about what to expect for the lunch party. Just, it takes a second. Maybe. There it goes.
And I am so excited to invite you to our embroidery launch party we're bringing to a store near you. So at this launch party, you're going to learn all about what this whole embroidery thing is, why we say it's where ruler work meets embroidery. You're going to learn about each of the collections and how they come from our So Steady and Westerly Design template sets, and how we combine these amazing ruler work designs with embroidery design and created some amazing projects for you. You're going to see why some of our customers all over are loving these designs and loving the projects that you get with them. So, and finally, you're going to learn what it means to be able to buy a collection and join the club. So each of our collections, we have an assortment of classes that come with them, and essentially those classes become classes that are available in your store and to you when you purchase the collection. Some of our classes are just fun technique-based classes that are showing you how to combine both embroidery and some of the beam stitch designs that come with them. So you can do reverse applique. Some of them are just showing you how we can do some basic embroidery with quilt as you go. And then we've got multi-hooping classes. We've got classes that are teaching you how to do patchwork and quilting in the hoop. So you're going to be learning so much, and we're going to give you through a strong show of amazing design that are going to teach you all about what you're going to be able to learn and get with the purchase of one of these collections. And then finally, we're going to have all kinds of giveaways. So we've got some amazing giveaways, including our embroidery collections, but also some of our awesome tools that we use for embroidery and ruler work to be able to help all the different quilters out there. So we hope you'll join us. We hope you'll join us for just this 2-hour fun event where you're going to be able to learn, you're going to be able to win some prizes and have some free gifts. So we hope you'll join us again at a store near you, and we'll look forward to seeing you there.
So yeah, mark your calendars for Friday the 18th to come in and, oh, there it goes, to come in and learn more about what the whole embroidery launch is. Friendship Sampler, number 1 of 5. We were going to start that last month, but we decided to delay it until October. That'll be on the 22nd, I believe. The slide's gone. I think it's the, there we are. Yep, the 22nd. So if you're interested, and that'll be to make this sampler that's here behind me that's hanging up. So would love to have you guys come in. Really want to kind of break it down into some of the basic cutting and piecing and more beginner-friendly techniques. If anybody's a little nervous to get started making a quilt, it's a good one to really start back at the beginning again. And then for our club classes, we had hit on briefly before with the the Northcott gradations. So for sewing club, what Anne's going to do is take this Echo Point runner and placemat pattern that we have, and she's going to do sewing club, putting together one of those placemats, or there's a runner option, and we'll put together the kits for the fabric for that. You can make either or. And then for embroidery club, the week later, we'll learn how to quote in the hoop on your embroidery machine to quote your placemat or runner. And this is what that fabric will look like for the placemats and runners. So really, really pretty. And again, we're just looking to feature this new line that we have in. And then jumping ahead and looking forward into November.
Mention when they register, they have to choose in-store or virtual.
Yes, yes. We had a couple people say this morning troubles registering for such as this morning's class, or when you're looking to do the club classes or any other classes. Make sure you choose on the drop-down menu in-store or virtual when you go to register. Because if you don't make that selection on that drop-down box, it won't add the class to the cart. And I think that's what's going on. And even if you've previously set up an account on our website, just check out as a guest, just put in your name and address, and it should let you go ahead and get registered for any of those classes. But hit that drop down for in-store or virtual. And then looking ahead into November, there was a slide before that. I think we jumped ahead. Yep. No, we didn't. Okay. Yes. we're back on the same page. It's a lot of info to keep straight. We're going to be doing on November 8th or 9th. It's 2 one-day sessions. So you would choose either or. You would choose Friday or you would choose Saturday. It's a one-day embroidery event from Kimberbell, and it's called Gingerbread Christmas. And with that registration, we have the little gingerbread house with lights and the glass cloche that you would get with that. And then they have a garland. It's a beaded garland, and you can make your little gingerbread tags for the end of the garland. Cute little decoration. And then they have placemats that you embroider your gingerbread village on. So that'll be a really fun way. And to make these, it's a one-day session, and we walk you through the various Kimberbell techniques to make these items. What I'll do is just remove the house so that we don't drop the glass, and pass that around that everybody can see. And there's also loose snow that goes in the cloche that it comes with that we didn't put out because we knew it would get everywhere. Green. Virtual is an option for that, yes. We can. Yeah. Just talk to us and let us know, and we'll get that set up. You're going to be on the road. So, yep. Just choose virtual on that drop-down menu like we had talked about, and we'll get you set. We don't have the kits yet in store, but they're on their way, so we can do that. And then we had talked last month about the Quote As You Go Bargello Christmas tree skirt, and some of you had expressed an interest in that. So I do have the sample here. And I tried to pin it together. This is what that tree skirt will look like. This one I made several years ago now, so these fabrics are not available. So we will be making another shop sample up with fabrics that we do have available for the kit for the class. We'll be using some more traditional fabrics with metallics. Oh, let me get that up. You're welcome. And so we do the piecing to make each of the wedges, and then we take our wedges and we use a June Taylor product to do Quote As You Go directly on their pre-printed batting. It comes with the template. So that'll be a one-day class just in time to get ready for Christmas. and then you can take it home and get it under your Christmas tree when you decorate. And then Hoop Sisters has another wall hanging, Mugs and Mittens. It's another one of the digital dealer exclusives that we'll be doing an in-store workshop on. Ellen has begun getting that put together. So I wanted to show you guys, there's one of the border blocks for it. We're doing ours in the traditional Christmas colors, where the one on the screen is like peaches and teals. Here's a cute little marshmallow mug block that's in it. And then a kind of stitch and flip mitten. And there's several other blocks, and it'll be something similar to the Spooky Cute Halloween, where it's a sampler of several different blocks that come together, and it's all mugs and mittens and Christmas themed. So mark that on your calendars for November to come in and do the workshop and learn how to make a couple of those blocks. And then let's see what's next. Okay, and again, we're going to hit on some of the Hoop Sister patterns. They're doing a lot more of the digital downloads instead of the physical product that's hanging on our rack out here. So the Spooky Cute, the Autumn Garden, the poinsettia that we had talked about that they'll be doing the sew along, those are all digital downloads. And then we have the digital dealer exclusives. Am I moving too fast?
Nope, I'm just putting all the links on that they can.
Excellent. Yeah, and she's putting all the links. And for those of you here too, if there's anything that you're interested in later, you can go back and pull up the video on Facebook or YouTube and see the links to click on for ease of finding those. Or there's a big search bar on our website. You can type in any of the pattern names, or we can sell it to you here in store. For the 4 new dealer exclusives, we had done the pumpkin patch, which is over on the right-hand side, last month as our workshop. And then the mugs and mittens that we're passing around right now, and then future ones that we'll be doing workshops on but are available for purchase at any time, including now, is the poppies and petals and the citrus crush. And then this is little close-up view of the town and country sew along that Hoop Sisters is leading online right now on this past Monday and the next 3 Mondays. And then Kimberbell. So they have a new rotating cutting mat that we're anxiously awaiting for it to get here. It should be here any day. It's somewhere between point A and point B. And then Mug Rugs Volume 6 is also en route, and that has a embellishment kit that goes with it. And so it's several different little mug rugs that you can make. And they have some new felt that's coming as well. So we should be getting that shipment here at any time. And then forward into the beginning of November, they will be doing their sharp snips, which are due November 6th, as well as their double curve applique scissors. And I think we had talked about that briefly last month as well, that there's a left-hand version. So for any of our left-handed friends, that's exciting to have a double curve scissor for the hoop that will work for you guys. And then while we are on Kimberbell, also wanted to talk about the DDE, the Digital Dealer Exclusive Monthly. Some of you are a part of it. So this is the October design, and it's an oversized mug rug, and it's his official cookie tester. So if you guys are enrolled in that, that is Kimberbell. That's part of the DDE program, the Digital Dealer Exclusive. For those of you who are participating in that, make sure you go in to your Kimberbell account and download your monthly designs. If you're not a part of it and you want more info, come and talk to us and we can get you registered for those files. I'll pass that sample along. And then we're going to move into Janome. So they are again offering a free trial of Artistic Digitizer. So you'll want to go ahead and get that downloaded, and Anne will be putting a link in as well for that. But if you don't have the software, it's a chance to see it, play with it, give it a try for the month. And there's quite a bit that we can do with that software. I'll give her a moment to get that posted before we move into some more exciting things coming from Janome. Yes.
Is that one of those that you can just find that if you wanted?
You can. Yep.
$10.
Yep, you can. It's $10 if you aren't a part of the DDE club and you just want a one-off 1 month. You can do that. So new machines and updates from Janome. To their TravelMate series, they have the TM50 and the TM200 both coming. We should be getting those here this fall pretty soon. And then the Skyline has a new update. They have an anniversary edition that is out for the S6 and S7, and then we're adding the S3 to the lineup. And we have the 6 and 7. They arrived earlier this week. We have them out on display. Those add in the inclusion of the extension table with the anniversary edition and a few other updates and changes to those. And the S6 and S7s and the S5s that are the previous model are being faded out. So if you want one of those, now's the time to get one of the older models as we're making room for the new ones. And then, of course, Janome has some Halloween financing with 0% APR for 36 months of $2,500 or more on a purchase, or 5.99% 72 months on qualifying purchases over $5,000. So if you're looking to get into something from Janome, there's some great financing opportunities from them. And then Brother, let's talk about some things with them. We are still eagerly and very excited as we wait for the arrival of the Avenir to come. And we wanted to touch on their Picture Play, which is a feature in the Avenir. Bless you. The Picture Play will allow you, using your Avenir and on board, to take a picture and bring it in and have it digitized, and you can stitch that picture out. So that's a really exciting AI feature that they've added to the Avenir. And you can see the tiger there that they had done. And then Brother has what they're calling their Scary Good Deals, and it's their financing opportunities here in October. And that's good for October 4th, starting today through the 21st. And it's 0% financing, 48 months on purchases of $5,000 or more, and 0% financing for 60 months on purchases of $9,000 or more with the Synchrony sewing and more. So we have all of that coming. And we're ready for our demo. And we're going to demo the new AI feature in the Brother Artspira app. For our Brother owners, are you guys playing with Artspira and using that app? No? You're going to want to. You are going to want to. Where's my iPad? So we have my iPad screen up on the screen here, and just want to show you a little bit of what they're doing, and this is our demo. Let me go home. Okay, so we are in the main starting point of the Artspira app. Can you guys see okay over here? Do you need the light cut?
No,
Is there glare?
I can't see past
You can't see past me. And I'm short too.
you. I don't see you.
We don't need to see me, so I'll stand over to the side. Up in the middle of the screen there is a new Disney feature. And if we click that, there is a whole list, I'm hoping you guys can see that, of various Disney characters that I'm swiping through. And if, say, the Lion King, and you have a person who loves the Lion King, you choose it. There's all of these various different embroidery designs that you can go ahead and purchase directly from the app and send them to your machines. Let's say Encanto, that's a fairly new one. There's a whole bunch of information there. So it's a really great way to add to the Disney designs that are already on your machines right through the app.
For the free.
Yep. And those are,
Can you get these designs if you have Janome instead of the brother?
you can't. Yep, it's
So any brother Wi-Fi machine.
right.
What if you have the scan and cut them?
Actually, yes, there are cutting files.
Yes.
There are cutting files that you can use.
Okay.
And it'll show you on the various files, and you can see across the top, there's those little bars above Disney, and it's the left one is embroidery designs, then there's cutting designs, printing designs, sublimation, projects, design templates, education. So that's a quick way. If you just have the scan and cut, you could go directly to the cutting designs tab. If you only have embroidery, you can go right to the embroidery tab. So the app is free. There's also a paid version of the app. So as we go through this, if there's a little crown beside something, that's available in the paid version of the app. So you do have quite a bit of functionality on the free version. It just expands your content with the paid and your capabilities.
They can purchase Disney with the free version and it's 30% off with the paid version.
Yep. And on those Disney designs, going back to that, if I'm going to just pull up Aladdin and let's just say here's the genie. So there's a purchase button. It's at the bottom of the screen and I think it's hidden under the watermark. But if I wanted that design, I would hit the purchase button because they are doing the Disney on a pay for design basis. If you have the free version, it's a little bit higher price. If you have the paid version of the app, you get a 30% discount on those paid Disneys. But going back home, I want to show you what we're really excited about that this app can do. And we hit on Picture Play with the Avenir. So when I click on New at the bottom of the app, there's a list of, there's the Artspira AI, design editor, drawing tools, image to embroidery. And it might be hard to see on the screen, but under each one, there's tiny little gray icons, a sewing machine, if it's an embroidery file. There is a picture of the scan and cut, if it's a cutting file, or a picture of a printer, if it's a print file. So under the Artspira AI, I'm seeing all three, the embroidery, the scan and cut, and the printer. And I'm going to go ahead and click that. And there's various pictures and projects that you can do. So we went ahead and started playing with this, and I clicked the black and white in the upper left. And it gives me tips on the best types of images to use. And I'm going to choose a photo, and it's going to ask for permission for my camera roll, and I'm going to grant it. And it wants to know what albums, and I'm going in. And, oh dear, now I'm not finding the picture. There it is. I chose this picture of my youngest daughter and her little kitty cat. And so I said, okay, I want to do this. I want to embroider something with her and the cat. And I have a convert button in the upper right. I'm going to hit that. And it tells me that it takes a little bit of processing time. So I told it, okay. And it's spinning, and we're going to watch what the AI feature of the app does.
Is that in the paid version or the?
You can do this in the free version as well as the paid. In the free version, you can play with it. It just won't let you send that final output to your machine.
So you can do it, but you can't use it.
You can do it, but you can't use it.
So you can test it.
You can test it and play with it.
Is that only on the Avenue?
No, this is,
You can do it on.
you can do this. Oh, yes. So
But if you pay,
You
if
can
you
get a
pay for it,
30-day, and you send it, you can get a 30-day free trial.
you can get a 30-day free trial on the app
When
to,
that 30 days, you can do it.
absolutely.
30 days, you're-
Yep.
you say
Or you can continue it. Pardon me?
Can you save them?
You can.
So you could save a bunch of them.
You could.
30-day trial.
Probably. I don't know if it'll let you
Probably won't.
keep it after that 30 days or not. That I don't know.
If you send it to
Probably
your
not.
machine, though, you can save them on the machine.
But you can only send one at a time to your machine.
Yep.
When you send the new one to the machine, it deletes.
It overwrites the
Overwrite
previous
other one.
and it saves it in the app. So that's
I see.
probably where they have a
Save it
little
in the
control.
app.
Yeah. So we have the output here where it created that picture to a line art. And it gives me choices. I can create embroidery data, I can create cutting data, or I could create printing data and send it from there. So we're going to go ahead and choose create embroidery data, and it's giving it just a moment to do the transformation. Okay, and it is done with that. So at the top of the screen, I can choose what size hoop I want. Let me hit done. There we go. Now
That's strictly line art.
this first one is line art. There's other,
You can.
you can do fills and everything else. Yep. So I have it on a 5x7 hoop, but I can choose all my various hoop sizes. And then I can go to create. And now that I'm in the create menu, if I want to bring in some flowers on the bottom, and it's going to be hidden from your view under that watermark for the screen share software we're using. But if I hit the little plus sign, I can add non-licensed or Disney, and I can scroll through. So I'm going to go to flowers. And now, no permission to the server. Please log in again. Oh, so I'm going back in. I'm going to bring this photo back in and just do the convert again. And again, it tells me that Artspira has some processing time. I've also found with playing with the conversion, the Artspira, because it's AI, because it's still learning, your results might vary. So if I don't like exactly the way that it looks, I can go back and go through the conversion process again and maybe get slightly different view. Maybe if something was blotched out the first time, or you can go back through and redo that. And it's kind of fun to play with some of the cartoon features and some of the various. But we're back to create embroidery data. I'm just waiting for it to load that. Okay, so now I'm back in the create where I was going to add some flowers. And I just scroll down to bloom. And there's a really cute little thread of flowers, so I can move that down. If I tap it, it lets me move it wherever I want to on the screen. Or I could bring it down. I can rotate it and make it larger. I can make it smaller. And I can place that where I want to. And then I can hit the color button on the bottom. And if I wanted different colors on those petals, I can choose my spools. I can change everything to a layout that I like. And I can do that again. I'll just go back to bloom, but there's so many different choices. We're going to put that, maybe add it up there. And now I can add some text. I can hit the ABC button at the bottom. It comes up with the keyboard. And I'm going to put their names, which are Lena is my daughter and Luna is the cat. And I can hit done. And then when I click on it, it lets me choose along the bottom. And again, it's, you might not see it with the watermark, but I can choose my font. There's a big mess of choices. And again, you can see some have the crown, some don't. So that's the free versus paid. But I'm going to go ahead and keep it on this Bergen font. And I can change the color. Maybe I want to do it in purple. And slide it down, and I can rotate it. I can size it to whatever size I want. And when I'm happy with where it is, I can hit save, and I can just do Lena and Luna sample, and I can hit save. It says storing data on the server, please wait. And I'm all done. So I hit the done button. Embroidery machine, I can select one, and I'm going to pick Sewing Machine 924, which is the name of one of the little ones we have out here on the floor, showing that it can work with any of them. It's the 3550. And then I can go on the machine and have it transfer. So
Now that you've saved it, where do you retrieve it?
So just by hitting transfer, and this is what we talked about before, it says transferring overwrites the data already stored in the temporary data pocket. So as I send a new one,
Go to your
You
pocket
can't
and then-
store it on your, since you saved it on the iPad, it's not stored on the iPad.
Yes.
it is.
It is.
It is. Yep.
Where do you find it?
In your-
Just in that app?
You
in that
you open
machine?
the app and then you send it to your machine.
Okay.
And if it's a cut file, you would send it to your scan and cut. If it's a printer, you can send it to the printer. If it's a embroidery file, you'd send it to the embroidery. So at that point, I can send it to the machine and sit down and turn the screen off for that. Oh, it's still doing the screen share, isn't it? Do that. I'm going to do stop mirroring. So once that was done and stitched out, I now have a picture of my daughter and our cat with their names and the flowers. And I'll let you guys pass that around. So it's just one little fun way that you can use the new AI that Brother is putting out there by using the app with your existing Brother machines. Now with the picture play with the Avenir, I don't need the iPad. I don't need the app. I can just do that right at my machine. But it's really, really exciting and fun. Any other questions on the ArtSphere app? Or
You inspired us.
good. That's the point. It's really, really cool. And the more you sit and play with it, the more that you're finding that you can do with it. And ArtSphere works. I have it on my phone too. I can sit there on my phone and play with it and transfer it right to my machine. So those with the Stellaires, the Luminaires, any of the Wi-Fi capable Brother machines, you can use the app and transfer your data. Okay. So we are getting ready. I believe we are hiring. We are still hiring. Yes. If there is anyone who is interested in coming and working with us, we're looking for 1 or 2, maybe even 2 people part-time. Any questions, talk to Ann. If you're interested in applying, talk to her about how to do that and what all the position would entail. But would love to have you guys consider maybe coming and helping us out and hanging out with us and having some fun. And we're a great crew of people. What can I say? Okay. And she's just getting everything set on the screen. There we go. Okay. And then time for show and tell. So we have hit that point in the morning. It looks like some of you guys have brought some goodies to share. And we'll start down here as usual. If you want to bring what you have and come on up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around and then get it so I don't hit anybody.
Sounds great. We always love seeing what you guys create and bring in.
I'm more of a garment
sewer. I sew
Yep.
all my own
And
clothes.
come on over this way, and then that way we're in the camera range. There we go.
Okay. So a friend of mine gave me the denim, and I bought a extra small thrifted lace dress, and so I made the denim jacket and put the lace insert.
Oh, look how pretty that is.
So that's what I do mostly is sew my
Is the garment sewing.
But I have two great grandsons, and so I made t-shirt quilts for them out of the t-shirts and onesies that they wore the first year.
Oh,
And I quilted it on the 15.
Look at
it's all
that.
Quilted on the 15. I bought a hearts and palm pattern. So
that is adorable.
my granddaughter wanted it simple so that the shirts would show. So it's just kind of a simple
A
pattern.
simple pat, but and a perfect showcasing of how we can quilt in the hoops. That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And there we are. Do you have a show and tell? Okay, you come on up. Outside. And we're doing an extra entry for show and tells like we normally do each month. And I'll hand you this to start passing around too. I'll hand. Ooh, look at these colors. There we are. Wow. That is beautiful.
This is one of the 3-yard quilts. Although I never can do it with just 3 fabrics. I always have to put a 4th one in there somewhere. But
Oh, that is beautiful.
yeah, you can still sleep at night. So
That is absolutely beautiful. Love your colors. And these look like they're all batiks. I don't know which way are you. I mean, this is quality entertainment watching me try to fold this.
things, yeah.
Somebody missed rehearsal.
That is gorgeous. Thank you.
And then with my leftovers,
Oh, and she's showing a little runner that she made with the leftover fabrics.
and I even
Oh, look at that. That's a great way to use those extra fabrics that are left from the main project. Got that all right.
and this is a
Have one more.
yeah. I couldn't make up my mind which one. You just do all of it. I love to do stack and wax.
And in case for those at home, if the voice didn't come through, she said it's a stack and whack.
Stack and wax.
Stack and whack. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know how many stack and wax I made because I just like seeing when you put them together, they're all.
How it, yep, that would be. So,
Hold it.
you can fold it. All right. You're not going to let me help you again. That's gorgeous. Thank you for sharing those. And there's a ticket there on the table here for you for your show and tell. And then, do you have one to show us? Do you want me to carry it down for you while you come up?
I'm also primarily a garment seller. I made what I'm wearing. I used to make jeans and I'm
sorry.
back doing it again. So. But I do some quilts.
Oh, look at that.
But of course, this is crumb quilt.
And if her voice isn't carrying it home, she said this is a crumb quilt.
I love all fabric, so I can't throw any of it away. So I make crumb quilts. And
Nice.
back, it's not, is it piece on this one?
It looks like it's whole fabric.
Oh, geez. That's a little different.
Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for sharing that with us today.
We might have an outfit made out of all of this different fabric. Some of the fabrics came from my friends. They know what I like to do. And I don't know that there's any embroidery on this, but if I have a failure, they can cut out and put in my quilts.
Great idea.
It is. That's beautiful. And it's fun to see how different fabrics that you don't think necessarily would go together and how beautiful it comes together when pieced. Thank you so much. Okay.
I moved into a new house fairly recently and putting up my fall decorations, I realized that there's blank space there.
That's pretty.
So did this up real
So-
quick for that.
So this is a quick little fall decoration. She said that she noticed in her new home she didn't have much decorations in a blank space, so she whipped this up quick to beautiful fill in the space. That is wonderful.
And then this one I took right off the wall. That's my husband who creates all my hangers. Every time I create something, he says, "Okay, what size do you need?"
And she said her husband creates all of her hangers, and I'm just repeating that for the folks at home in case voice doesn't pick up. That is wonderful. And is that one of the twister?
Yes.
Yep.
Thank
Give you that. Oh, that is gorgeous. Thank you so much. That's all right. I'll get it for you while you come up. Okay, Darla.
The Hoop Sisters. And I modified the pattern, of course. I did extra leaves and resized them and extra flowers.
Oh, that looks beautiful. She showed us a picture a week or so ago, maybe, but it
was
looks
actually
even.
on one of the pictures that you showed today.
Yep, and that's the autumn garden
Oh.
pattern.
Pick up my ticket.
Oh, I did pick up your ticket that
Okay.
dropped, but let me give you your extra one
Oh,
for the
okay.
show and tell.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anxious to see this. Look at these colors. All right, Linda, what do we have?
Well, it really goes the other way, but
Oh, well,
This
we can
is-
turn it.
it's okay. This
Okay.
is one of those strip ruler quilts. where
She's-
you sew strips together and then you turn the triangle and go, and then it wasn't big enough. It's all done from scraps that I had. And so I ended up doing just a crazy quilt strip.
Just to expand your
A little bit
size.
Bigger to expand it. So,
That is
and I used
gorgeous.
blue tiles to quilt it.
Hold that. And just to repeat what she had said, she used the clear blue tiles from Kimber Bell for her quilting and the hoop to quilt it. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. I always get so inspired seeing all of your creations.
Thanks.
Go to the next row and
Last month I went to the Garden of Quilts in Utah and I took 2
yeah, do you want to come over this way a little bit just because of where the camera's? Whoopsie. Yeah, we'll kind of stand in front of the blue table.
Okay, so last month I went to the Garden of Quilts in Utah and I took 2 classes with Minky Kim and we made these little fabric pumpkins, and I guess I needed to gather this a little bit more, but we made these. And I also made this all over project bag. And what's neat is like she has a way to finish the inside by putting some binding in so all the edges are clean. And this is a free pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. I think it's called Confetti Stars. And there's a free pattern and a video tutorial that shows you how to make this. And lastly, last week I took a class with Darlene and we did, was it called B2Q, right?
BQ2.
Yeah.
BQ2.
And this is what I ended up making with stash fabric. Didn't buy any fabric for it. So
That's beautiful.
thank you.
It was fun that day watching everybody's fabric selections come together into the same pattern and how different and similar they all looked at the same time. Thank you. And oh, here. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I think on the subject of the BQ2, that's what you have, Mary, right?
So I was given 6 different fabrics, and my brother asked me to make a quilt for his car collection room. So this worked out perfectly because I was able to use all the different fabrics and then kind of make a theme.
And that's that same pattern. That's the same pattern, that
Squares, I
BQ2.
love squares, but they're larger, so it gave a lot of options.
That is wonderful. Yeah, and we were able to find that border that pulled it all together for you.
Thank you. My quilt guild had a lady come and show us how to make a 1-block quilt. So this was the block that I chose. This is called Sister's Choice. And I know there's an app that you can enlarge, but she showed us how to enlarge it with a pencil and graph paper. So this was the original size of the square. And then this is the 1-block quilt.
There it is. So it's the same, just on a much larger scale. That is great.
It was lots of fun because the pieces were something.
Wow. Everybody's been so busy this month.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll grab your ticket too as you make your way to your seat, and we'll have Sue come on up. Thank you. Ooh. We're going to turn it this way too.
There you go. Okay, oh, okay, that's one of the ones.
So we all know that Sue loves to do her tiling scenes. Is that an OESD? Yes. With the Winter Cardinals. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Very nicely done.
Machine does it.
Well, very nice. Nancy, you don't have one today? Linda, do you have one?
I see you have this panel now. I got it on the shop hop. And then I.
Oh, and this panel's called Chilling with My Nomies. The name of that panel. Yep, we're gonna reach up.
And I did the coating on the blue with the tiles.
And if you guys couldn't hear, she also used the clear blue tiles to do her quilting in the hoop on that. That is gorgeous, Linda.
Thank you.
Thank you. Get that. Grab your ticket for you. Marcia? Marcia doesn't have one?
Well, yeah, I have a little one.
See, you do have a little one.
This is the.
Oh, I'll bring it up. This was the pumpkin patch from Hoop Sisters. This is Marcia Waits. And where we had done the 8-inch blocks, she chose to do the 5-inch blocks. So you can see what a nice smaller size that it makes comparatively to when we look at the Spooky Cute, which is about the same size as pumpkin patch. That looks beautiful. Ladies in the back row, do any of you have a show and tell today? There's your.
This one's old, but I like the paper piece when I have time.
Oh, look at that. She said this is paper piece. That is absolutely gorgeous. We'll turn it this way. I mean, how tiny when you look at all that.
It's
Little
fun
piece
when
and-
you have time.
Yes, it is.
It's hand quilted, I know.
And it's hand. Yep. Yes, it
I hand
is.
quilt everything pretty much.
Oh, that is beautiful. Wow. And here, let me give you one of these as you make your way back. Thank you for bringing that in to share. Trina, do you have one?
Just make these for my little munchkins.
Come over just a little bit this way.
Little tooth fairy.
Little
Tooth fairy color.
tooth fairy pillows. Those are so
Boy and
sweet.
girl. One has fleece and the other is just an old t-shirt that I had. So
Oh, that's perfect.
it's got a little pocket for the tooth.
That is,
Kind of neat.
I like that.
Thank you, darling.
You are quite welcome. Thank you. All right, Karen and Glenn. See what you guys have today. Spoiler alert for those at home, it's not frogs this month. It is elephants. Elephants.
Yeah, I started making elephants because of my daughter. She collects them.
Okay.
She has them all over the house. The funny story is,
Get this close
elephant,
enough that they can hear you.
elephant is an Alabama college football.
Like a mascot?
Yeah, mascot. And my son is a Georgia Bulldog fan, so he got an elephant in the Georgia Bulldog colors.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
We don't make many of these. They're difficult to make.
I imagine getting the trunk and everything would be quite
The trunk
difficult.
and the tail.
That's his job. He stuffs them.
I cut them myself.
But I love
So-
seeing the team effort and the collaboration between the two of you on these.
Yep.
These are a lot of fun. Well, thank you guys for bringing those.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna stick this back on and you each your one for each of you. Okay, and I think we're ready to move over to Darlene.
This is what I did with the Northcott, and I think Ann has a panel out there. It's not the same, but I'll just show you. I didn't know she was going to show this today, but let me get the branches going. But this is what I did with the Northcott fabric.
Oh, is that gorgeous?
So you know the panels out there. So I just did.
We don't have that panel yet. We do have a panel on order,
Yeah,
but not the same one.
it's not the same one.
Nope, the one we have has little chickadees, I think, on it.
And I'm also a garment.
But we do have a different fall leaf one. Yep.
With this. This is sweet pea pattern.
Look at that.
But
Losing things.
these are my pumpkins. Some of them I knitted, some of them I sewed. There's a friend of mine, she made this out of a sweater. And I knitted these. I stuffed them too full so you can see the white. So then I got better at it. And these are just out of fabric. And then I bought that one that's felted. And then I have a pumpkin tray.
Oh, that is so cute. I love fall decorations. Thank you, Darlene. That's it? Got it all? All right.
That's it, darling.
All right, Patty, come on up.
My little sketch.
Oh, look at that.
He's from Kiwi Creations. I'm working on a bigger one right now, but I didn't get him.
See,
quite
like
yet.
a door hanger type of pattern.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wall, door hanger, whatever you want.
it's so nice. And did you make that on your new 17?
Yes, I did.
It's gorgeous. Oh,
This isn't my official hanger, but it works.
I am anxious to see this all done up. So,
Pumpkins and Potions from Kimberbell.
yep.
So it was my first attempt on one of these. I would do some things differently, but the next one I'll do better. So
Well, good. You can share some tips and tricks with us, and
Yep.
and that was one thing that we did bring in, and I forgot to show you guys is the Pumpkins and Potions book and
you definitely want the embellishment kit.
the
though.
embellishment kit to make this pattern.
Yeah, because for the vinyl.
Oh, look at
and
that.
For the chandelier and the bats I glued on, but I think I'm going to go back and sew them on because one of them fell off.
Oh,
So, but
he
I
was
was
just
trying to be
flying
lazy.
around.
Oh, and I added the pin myself. I got it at Hobby Lobby. So they had little tiny spiders, and I thought it needed a bigger one with them. So
Oh, that looks really cute. I love the rhinestones on the spider.
yeah, it needed a little bling.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for that. Was a fabric kit. Yep, we had sold out of it pretty much as soon as we got it in. The fabric kit went.
Mr. Bones in there.
Mr. Bones is a great name. And then here's your ticket. You are welcome. Then I guess we'll go in the back row. Corinne, do you have anything? Nope. Yes. Well, come on up and show us. No, don't be.
So, like I said, mostly everything I do, I give away. So this is the only thing that's left at my house. I haven't finished it yet. That's why it's at my house.
Oh, look at that.
So,
With
and I use, this is all glow in the dark thread. The mouth, it's all glow in the dark thread.
And if that's not picking up on the mic, she said that's glow in the dark thread.
Yep. It's the very first thing I did on my new CM17 machine. It's a built-in. So now I'm making another one for my son. So
That is wonderful.
that's it.
Yep. And she said that's a built-in on the Janome CM17.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this came out really cool. I did that. That's
Says, enjoy the little things.
I just did that yesterday. I put it on a bag with a friend of mine.
Yep. We
It
can put
came
it under the webcam, and that way folks joining in from home can see it.
Canvas bag.
Remove these. Do I need to tip it up?
Okay, I can see it.
Okay. All right, great. Friends at home can see it too, and it's a lot of colors, and
Yeah, it came out.
Nice
I thought it
line
came
art.
out Really pretty.
that is awesome. Oh, here, don't forget this.
Oh, okay.
I can't get it to separate. There you
Thank
go.
you, ma'am.
Thank you. Amy, do you have anything today?
I didn't realize nobody told me.
Oh, so next month, your mom both bring some. Okay, and then we'll move up to the front row. Lisa, did you bring one this month? Ooh, okay.
I missed the class because I wasn't feeling well for the wine bag, but I decided to make one for my son for Christmas.
That is wonderful.
But I learned so much, so thank you so much.
And that's
Everything.
that was the September embroidery club and sewing club project that Ann led. Yep. And like Lisa was saying, she had been sick that day, couldn't come in. She was registered. So she went back, watched the video, and she was able to follow along with that. So that's another, little tip and plug that we'll throw out there is pull up the videos, take advantage of these lessons that we have for you guys. You have one? Come on up.
I wonder if I should introduce myself since
Yeah.
I'm new.
I think you should.
Hi, I'm John. I just moved to the area about a month and a half ago.
Welcome, John. And we encouraged John. We said, you've got to come first Friday, meet everybody else, and
And we all
meet
need
the
name
community.
tags. I
Yeah.
need help with this. So you mentioned someone back there that you hand quilt everything, and so do I, except this was for the dog. And because my husband likes to have the dog on the couch, and I don't like it. And so I went through my scrap fabric to try and make a bunch of these, but this was the fall one. And this was my own design.
Oh.
There's no pattern for it. It was just using all scraps, and it's machine quilted for the dog.
Oh, look at that.
It was just a bunch of leftover pieces.
Here, John, if you can turn just a little bit so that these ladies can see too.
So this is a practical one.
It's very practical and
then I
it's
just
very beautiful.
This one I quilted on my sewing machine because the dog's on it.
Yeah.
Since you're now carrying that line of fabric, I thought you might want to see. This is what I made from that same line.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to hold this up. This is a fall bedspread that she made, quilt for her bed. We'll have
It's a
Anne,
gift for
hold
my husband because he loves fall.
There we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, they can see
There it is. Okay, good. They can see it at home. And I'll kind of hold it up over here. Everybody can see. It's gorgeous. It's also with the.
This is the first time I had that done. I've always hand quilted everything. So.
That is beautiful. Thank you. Sue, why don't you come on up and I'll get John. Did I give you your ticket, John?
No.
Nothing real creative.
Oh. Yep.
You like
So that's the same pattern that Darla had, but you can see how different just by a different choice of fabrics,
And
different
no-
placement of the leaves and flowers, and it's a whole unique.
no extras.
No extras. Oh, thank you, Sue.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. I love it. And Karen, do you have one today?
Just a bunch of pillows.
And turn them over this way too for
Yeah, it's easier to bring them this way than stuffed.
yes. So each one of these is a pillow cover for a throw pillow, embroidered with a different Christmas saying.
And this was my big project.
That's my next one.
Yes. Sue said that's her next one. And that's another tiling scene. Is that also one of the OESDs?
Mhm. Yes. I didn't keep track of the thread. It's hours and hours because some of these blocks take an hour just for one block.
Yep.
The
Yeah, a
heavier
lot of them
ones.
are very dense with the
Yeah.
embroidery.
It's solid.
Yeah.
Thread, it's solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
full thread. Did you ever test out that? No.
That is good.
Problems with your needle? I mean, is it?
No, I didn't have any breaking needles. I had a little issue with the metallic thread
Oh,
shredding, but we haven't figured out what caused it yet. And it didn't do it like on little things like the snowflakes and stuff. It didn't bother it. But when the thing was going back and forth across all this, that's when I would have the shredding part with it.
And she said the shredding was with the metallic thread that she had a little bit of troubles.
I read somewhere that if you do it, put it really, really low and slow, it'll be fine.
Well, I
Put it-
slowed it down to 400 stitches and it still did it. Yeah.
Put it in the refrigerator. Put it.
Refrigerator?
Yeah.
yeah, freezer, yeah. If it's cold, it won't break.
Well, it won't stay cold for very long.
Once that needle gets moving.
Done
Yep.
doing it.
That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Wow. I have to say, I'm again inspired by everyone's creativity and all the projects. Ellen, did you have anything?
Well, I did it first. It called for heavy,
I'm going to come close enough that
okay, it called for heavy stabilizer, what do I want to say,
Like a cutaway?
cutaway.
Yeah.
And I had trouble hooping because I had the SF-101 on the back and then the heavy stabilizer and all that. So had trouble with the hooping with the heavy. And so I switched to the SF-101 on the back and the medium cutaway and did 2 layers. And I had better luck with that. But
So
that's
did you
just
float the second layer then?
no, I hooped it.
So you just had it double stacked and then hooped.
Mhm.
Okay.
And a piece of no-show mesh
On the top?
on the top of, no. I had the no-show mesh and the 2 pieces of cutaway and hooped it all. Fabric and all.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing those tips with us too. For these tiling scenes are just absolutely stunning, but there is some technique and tricks behind accomplishing those. Does anybody else have, did I miss anyone on the show and tells? Well, let's give us all a big round of applause for all of the beautiful, everything was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're ready to get into our prizes. So again, I want to remind the folks at home that the keyword to type in to be entered into the online prize drawing is the word boo for Halloween, BOO. And do you want to run that one first, Dan, or do the in-store first? Okay, she's going to go ahead and before we pick the winner, let's, Darlene, why don't you come up and talk about what the prize is? I guess we should let them know what they're going to win. They're right here. She's going to get an image on the webcam, and then you can pick them up and start.
This is the one you won't win because this is this color, and it's for your scissors. And it's also good if you want to hang this on the bobbin winder on your sewing machine, and you can just have your little scissor or rippers if any of you have a tendency to make mistakes. Of course,
I can't sew without Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, yeah. So these are the other ones, the blue ones. So I am addicted to making these, but this pattern is free from Zondra Embroidery. She's from Australia, and every month she has a free embroidery design. And this was back there a few months. So if you find her site, you can go back through and see all the free ones. But I thought this was really nice. It was done in the hoop, and the only hand stitching is right here.
Just to close your turn.
Yeah, just to close it. So
Did you say Zondra?
Zondra, Zandra, and does amazing things, and I'm always for free, whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Now, those are beautiful. So Darlene went ahead and made up 2 of them that we'll do one for our online and one for our tickets here in the store. Okay. We're going to set that back under. Is that position good? Yep. She's just getting it shown on the webcam for the folks at home, the close up. Good? Okay. And then we went ahead and added, we have these little purse parrot scissors here in the store. They come in a little leatherette type of case. And the parrot's eye is a snap to hold them in there so they don't fall out. And it's just a tiny little pair of embroidery scissors. So with Darlene doing the scissor case, we decided to add a little set of scissors. So each winner will get a purse parrot scissor set and Darlene's scissor holder. So for the online folks, again, that word is boo. You guys want to put that in? And Ann's going to run it. It's not going. We have come so far with figuring out all these technological pieces, but occasionally they do still give us a little pause. So I appreciate the patience. So she's hitting the button, but it's not It's not doing anything. Nope. You can try it once again, put it back in. So again, thank you guys for your patience. It's kind of like a long suspended drum roll. And while she's figuring that out, let's do the in-store one. Okay, looks like Ellen's busy. Oh, here we go. Michelle the Quilter. So I don't know, folks at home, if you're seeing it or not, but it says Michelle the Quilter. So congratulations, you won this little pouch with the purse parrot scissors. If you could, please email Anne with an address and a first and last name to send this to. It's Ann, ANN, at superstitch.com. So get Ann that email so that we can get this out to you in the mail. And then we will do our in-store for one of you lucky people sitting here today. Give this a good mix. Do you want to reach in and pull real quick? No, she's still trying to figure that out. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it's giving us difficulties today. Darlene, why don't you come up and pull?
I can do that. Darlene, you sleep at any time of night? Oh, yeah, I sleep at least 9 hours a night like a rock. I go to bed 8:30, 9 o'clock. I get up at 6. You know, yeah. Okay.
All right, who do we have? We have 774830. That's Lisa. Congratulations. 831 is close. So congratulations, Lisa. Thank you. So big round of applause. Okay, is there any other questions or comments or anything anybody else would like to share before we wrap it up here? Yeah, Sue.
Maybe after class, someone can explain to me the whack and stack.
Absolutely. Stack and whack. Yep. Yep. Sue's curious about the stack and whack. If maybe you'd be willing to share some more about how you did that quote afterwards. Yeah.
No, we'd like to.
Would like to hear it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you comfortable coming up and talking? Okay. Lost the whole feed. We'll just place a comment on there that, sorry guys, and wrap it up. And then if we're still live or not. Well, let me pull it up.
A stack of whack. All of this is one material. All of the
Yeah.
hexagons is one material. And you want to look
Yep.
for material that has a lot of interest. You want different size, like if you pick a floral, you want different size flowers, big, small, everything. You can have people, you can have
But we don't have the camera. It's still
any
showing
kind
what's
of
on the
design,
one
as long
screen.
as you've got a very interesting design. You don't want one little bitty design all over design that's the same. And so what you do is you go by repeats and you cut your repeats out and then you stack them together. And so you pick a point on your material and you go through all, this is a 6.
Okay, we're back on the video.
6 hexagon. And you stack them all together with, pin it together. And then you cut out your triangles. And then you sew them together and you get the kaleidoscope effect. And they're all different, no matter, you never get two exactly alike. And if you have to use more repeats because you cut your fabric in half lengthwise, if you have to go to the other side of the fabric, you cut in different places. And it really comes out neat. You can do a the 4-patch posy pattern is a stack of wax. Basically, it's just a 4 squares. You can do a 8 square or an 8 45-degree triangle, and it's just really easy and fun.
And the ones that I've seen, those finished blocks look nothing like the starting fabric.
No,
It creates a whole new look.
if you decide you want to do it and you don't know how to pick your fabric, get 2 mirrors and put them together, tape them together where they can bend. And then you can set it down on your fabric, like at a 45-degree angle or a 60-degree angle, and run it across the fabric and see what kind of interesting designs you can get. And I've seen this material. It was the ugliest material I'd ever seen. And, I thought, God, who would want to buy that material? Well, somebody got the material and made a stack of wax, and it was the most gorgeous stack of wax because none of the pattern that you saw when you looked at the whole material, there was nothing like that on there. It was just all pieces of here and there, and it was gorgeous. So if you have an ugly fabric, try that.
That'd be a fun one to try. That
Yeah.
might be something fun that we do sometime. You have a question, Amy?
No, I'm just gonna add,
Yeah, come on.
for people who are wanting to do things electronically or technically, there is a website called oneblockWonder.com that has a design tool. So you take a picture of the fabric, tell it what size of the triangles you want to cut. It will digitally cut it and show you what it would look like if you made one of those.
And just to repeat, because I think we're too far away from the camera, she said oneblockWonder.com on that website has a design tool that you can upload a picture of your fabric and digitally see what that fabric will look like. It'll digitally cut and manipulate it to the size of triangle you want to use so that you can preview or audition and get a sense of what that's going to look like as you bring it together into the blocks.
The first book that I know of a stack of wax was put out by Bethany Reynolds. Yeah. And her book is about to fall apart. So,
pardon me, it's really gotten a lot of love, huh?
It's not hard to do at all. And you have all of your bias edges put together in the star. So when you start to make your rows, you're just working with a straight of grain.
So you're not worried about that bias stretch.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
that's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that added little tidbit and snippet of info. And that's something that maybe we'll look into trying to do in a class if there's enough interest at some point at a future date. Yeah.
yeah,
That
you
would
won't
be-
know at night what time it is. All of a sudden it'll be 2 or 3 in the morning. You're still sewing.
Yeah. Especially because you have that anticipation and excitement. What's this one going to look like? How's it going to work up? Yep. All right. Was there anything else? Anybody questions or things to share? All right. Well, then thank you all for joining us today. Everybody at home, thank you for your patience as we work through a little bit of the technology hiccups this morning. And we thank you guys again for another fun Super Stitch Social. We'll see you back here first Friday of November. Same great time, same great place. Until then, keep having fun sewing. Turn that on. Gonna finish. Guys, get some donuts, get some refreshments.